So good morning, all. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. It's Judith. It's a gentle Kripalu yoga 1-hour class. Welcome. As you know, the props that we need, I'll just run through them quickly. We have a yoga mat. If you don't happen to have a yoga mat, a blanket, folded blanket, or a beach towel on a carpeted surface would be the best. You don't want to try doing it on tile or wood because the joints, I can assure you, won't care for that. Or you could use a double mat. And then a set of yoga blocks, perhaps. This is the styrofoam version. If you don't have blocks, you can substitute with water bottles and canned goods of equal size and weight. I have a padded squishy mat here for a little extra padding. I have a rolled towel, which is a fake bolster that I made up. And then here's our friend, the yoga strap. So if you don't have an official yoga strap, it's easy to substitute with a scarf, a belt, a jog leash, a bathrobe tie, etc. And then optional items would be hand weights. You could be using a set of 1-pounders or a set of 2-pounders. Nothing heavier than 2 pounds for this class, please. And last but not least, a chair. We may or may not use the chair, but it's just nice to have one available. This one has a wide base, standard folding, metal folding chair. No wheels, no arms. We move side to side when we're sitting in the chair. And you can use the chair to help with balance. You could use a wall to help with balance, or a piece of furniture that doesn't move, so that once you start pushing your weight on it, it's not going to start moving away, shifting away. Or you could put the back legs of the chair up against where the wall meets the floor or the baseboard. When you start pushing there, it's not going to move. All right. So the other commentary would be that if whatever's being offered doesn't suit your body, you can modify, you could do something else, or you could skip it. So you can choose what works the best for you. All right. And I can take questions and comments at the end of class. So here we are. Let's go ahead and take the feet nice and wide, maybe a little wider than shoulder distance apart. Hands can go on hip crease or waist, and you can start circling those hips nice and easy. So the idea here is just to warm the body gradually. You're going to inhale forward, exhale, squeeze the navel to spine as you round into the back area. Big full breaths, and then squeezing out all the air as you circle back. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then circling the other way when you find the opportunity. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2. Let's do 4 more, just to be even here on this side for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then just coming to stillness, we'll proceed to the shoulders and start circling the shoulders, drawing invisible circles in the air, standing tall. So the 4 corners of each foot rooting into the earth, the crown of the head floating up to sky. Imagine the whole head like a helium balloon floating up to the sky. Let's shift the direction of the shoulder circles. This way might feel different, maybe better, maybe worse, just noticing, no judgment here. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms can come to the side body. Inhale, soft knees. Exhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, press the arms down by the side of the body. Inhale, stretch the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, I'm modifying on my one side, my injured side. Still working on that. Exhaling. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then take the fingers and the arms up to the sky. And we're just going to start climbing that imaginary rope, or you could be picking fruit or whatever it is. You're reaching for something up there, and the chest is going to stay nice and square to the front of your space for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms can float down. Let's just float them on down. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back of the body. We're stretching the arms away. We're not conveniently just resting on the bum here. So we're stretching arms away. We're opening the chest. See if you can drop the shoulders away. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. And now the fist rests on that right hip. You're getting a nice stretch in that left shoulder girdle. Again, try not torquing off to the right so you can keep the chest square to the screen, that straight edge of your mat for 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming back to center. Now the fists rest on the left hip. So try not torquing off to the left. See if you can keep the chest square to the front of your space. Remembering those deep, full breaths. LSD, long, slow, and deep. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back to center. Stretch the arms away. This may be plenty. You might want to stay here. If you'd like some more, tuck the chin. And we're just going to go in a plain old forward fold, taking those arms in the direction of going over the head. They may not get there, but you're not going to force it or jam it. Now you're getting used to being upside down. Maybe you want to widen the stance with the feet just a bit, and then maybe just shifting side to side. So you're tracking knees over toes, you're engaging your abdominals, and you're just shifting from side to side without lifting up in the center if that's available. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center. Unlace the fingers. Right hand goes to right ankle, left hand goes to left ankle. You're going to draw the torso through the 2 legs as far as it's willing to go. You will know when to stop. You might be saying good morning to your hamstrings now. Nice and easy. Let's shake the head, yes. Maybe some horse lips, Mr. Ed. Maybe no, shaking the head, no. Just getting those muscles in the face, a nice shake, getting them relaxed for 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand grabs outside of left ankle, and the left arm floats up to sky. If the top arm is too much, just rest it on the sacrum. You're trying to get the chest close to the top of that left thigh for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top arm floats down. The left hand grabs outside of right ankle. Right arm can float up to the sky, straight up, or you could rest it on the sacrum. You're trying to get the chest close to the top of that right thigh for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top arm comes down, and now the hands can go to the thighs. You're pressing gently on the thighs. Back as flat as you rise up, stacking the bones, rolling up slowly, opening the shoulders, heel toe the feet together, or step the feet together. Try to avoid that head rush. One hand on heart, one hand on belly, eyes drop closed. Finding that natural breath now. Breathing, staying calm and relaxed. Deep inhale, belly expands, rib cage expands, collarbones lift, noticing the pause at the top. Exhaling, collarbones, rib cage, belly, squeezing out all the air, pausing in the silence at the bottom. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze out every last bit of air. Inhale and exhale. Hands come down to the side of the body. Let's just rotate that bone in the socket, that upper arm bone in the socket for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so now those humerus bones should be pretty happy. Let's go ahead. If you have blocks, grab some blocks or pretend you have them if you don't. The legs again are wide. We're going to extend the arms long to the side. Let's slide the ribs to the right. Come back to center, slide them to the left. Moving side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. I'm going to back it up a little. And arms are fixed. It's just the ribs moving, tilting to the right. Come back to center, tilt to the left. It's the ribs moving, not the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then halfway down, slowly going all the way down. Let's take the blocks on their tall ceiling, setting when they hit the earth. So now we're going to go ahead and take the legs wide. You're going to walk the blocks forward until you come to a sticking point. If you go farther, you might tumble forward. We don't want that. Imagine there's a strap around your hips pulling you to the wall behind. The arms are stretching forward. So you have a two-way stretch here. Don't let the head dangle. Imagine a white fountain of light shooting out of the crown of the head for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tiptoe the blocks over to the right. Now maybe you want to bend that left knee slightly. Maybe the right hand with the block wants to go slightly farther than the right hand. You can choose. Let's just do a little pulse into the left hip. And we'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to stillness. Legs are moving to straight, and then the blocks migrate over to the left. And maybe that right hand wants to go slightly farther forward. The right knee might want to just do little pulses into the right hip here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg goes straight. Blocks come back now to center. You're going to walk the blocks back closer to the body. And then the hands can perch on the thighs. Back is flat. Crown of head leading as you stack the bones very slowly and mindfully, avoiding a head rush. Roll the shoulders open. Heel toe feet together or step the feet together. You can choose. And then just pausing here and noticing how you feel. Noticing any shifts in the energy, heart beating, blood flowing, chi, life force moving throughout the system. Let's take 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take the feet again, a little bit wider. Toes can point out. Let's shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop them away. Inhale. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then just to shake that out, let's start swinging those arms, just like empty coat sleeves. This in Qigong is called knocking on the door of life. We're busy tapping the front of the torso, so you're stimulating those very basic internal organs. And that backhand is tapping on the kidneys. You are also looking over the shoulders as you twist from side to side, giving that spine a squeeze. We're tapping now on that only horizontal meridian in the body. And we're taking those LSD breaths, long, slow, and deep. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now keep turning and twisting. And it's a soft fist or the heel of the hand tapping this front part, the top point of the lung, right there below the collarbone, the clavicle. And we're still twisting and we're still turning. Big full breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep twisting and turning. Now you're patting yourself on the shoulder, and that's the back point of the top point of the lung. Reflexology point here. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly coming to stillness, very slowly. Nice and easy. You might want a block in front of you. You might not want one. It's just a suggestion. Let's start with the feet about a little wider than hip distance. The toes can point forward. Hands could rest on thighs or hip crease, maybe the waist. And the feet are going to stay flat. So we're going to inhale, bend those knees, and we're not going to lurch forward with the torso. We're going to keep the torso upright. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lift right heel, place it down. Lift left heel, place it down. Right and left. You're spreading the toes wide as you're moving side to side, getting a nice lift of the heel, pumping fresh blood into the feet and the toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Now we're going to take the feet wide one more time. Maybe you would like a block here. It's certainly an optional thing. You could have it on whatever setting works for your length of your arms and your legs. Legs are wide, knees track over toes. Inhale, bend. And then we're going to stay down in this big squat. And then the crown of head to tailbone is going to be parallel to the earth. So big full breaths here. Right shoulder migrates over to left knee. The left forearm can rest on the left thigh. You're looking over the left shoulder to the wall behind, and you're pressing with the right hand into the right thigh pressing into the right hand for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center slowly. The whole torso is still parallel to the earth. Left shoulder migrates in the direction of the right knee. The right forearm can rest on the right thigh. Looking over the right shoulder to the wall behind. And in the meantime, left hand presses into left thigh presses into left hand. So you have a wide leg standing twist and an isometric press on the left for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, nice and slow, loading the torso upright. Coming back, rolling the shoulders, nice and easy. Let's just keep legs wide. Fingertips point to each other, and then the palms face the floor. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms come up. Inhale. Knees track over toes. Exhale. Return to your big squat. Hands can go to your block. Maybe they'll go to the earth. Just depends on how long your arms are. So we're going to do big squats here. Inhale, knees track over toes. Exhale, straighten the legs, and you're bowing to your mat or your block. Inhale, squat. Exhale, bow to your mat. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And we're going to shift the weight over to the right now. Right forearm can go to right thigh. Other hand could rest on this block. We're going to dig that heel into the mat. The left toes point up to the sky. We're pumping into that right hip. And there's a big adductor stretch here in this left leg. Big full breaths. Don't let the head dangle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gliding through center. Now the left forearm can rest on the left thigh. Right hand could rest on the block. We're doing little pumps here into this left hip. Knee tracks over toes. Right heel is grounding into the mat. The right toes point up to the sky. Big full breaths for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming back to center. Hands can come to thighs. Slowly lift up that torso. Rolling the shoulders when you arrive at the top, stepping or heel stepping the feet into the center. Nice and easy. And then again, one hand on heart, one hand on belly, taking a little inventory just to notice where the energy has moved in the body. Big full breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hands come down by the side of the body. Clear away any props you might have here on the mat. I'm going to grab the chair. And I think a chair would be the most appropriate thing for this next bit. So from here, the standing leg will be the right leg. The moving leg will be the left leg. So we're going to lift it up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. If you want to loop a strap around the ball of the foot, you could do that to an assist. That's just an option. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and inhale, lift the knee, stretch it back. Now the leg in the back, the toe can touch the mat or it can float parallel to the earth. I have to go a little farther forward because I'm hitting the wall. Here we go. And then we're going to exhale in, inhale forward for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. And we're going to hold this pose here, pausing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to that floating leg, dangling the lower leg like the pendulum on a clock for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to stillness, figure 8 with the knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to float the leg down, shake out the legs. Let's go to the other side. So now the supporting leg is the left leg. And you're going to float this knee up exhale, inhale, exhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Refloat that knee. Now we're going to dangle the lower leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to stillness. Figure 8 with the right knee for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Take it down. Just take a breath or two for a pause. Okay, it's going to be inhale as you go forward. Now the back toe can touch the earth, or the back leg can be parallel to the earth. Exhale as you bring it in. Inhale, exhale. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then float the arm parallel, the leg parallel, or maybe the toe touching the earth. Pelvis is squared to the mat for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly bring it in. And then float the leg down, shake out the legs. Very nice. Little balance challenge. Let's go ahead and have the feet directly under the hips. We're just going to start bouncing those heels. So this is just a little meditation in motion. We're working on blood flow, the flow of lymph. We're working on bone density. So all of this is helping move that material through the body. And you can move in any way you want. It's a free-form meditation. Qigong, it would be called dancing in the chaos. Ooh, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep bouncing. 3, ooh, and 2, and 1, and then slowly, slowly bringing it down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and maybe grab some water. Grab some weights if you're using weights. And you don't need to use them. They're optional. I'm to go in here, the shrubbery, to get the other set of weights. All right. And the blocks nearby would be good too. So once you get yourself all set up. All right. And I'm going to move the chair back so you can see my feet. All right. Here we go. Okay. So mindfully place your bottom on the seat of the chair. And you're sitting more towards the front of the chair than the back of the chair. We're not going to collapse into the back of the chair. So crown of head lines up with tailbone. Nice big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take the legs wide now. You're still stabilizing through the sits bones on the seat of the chair. Right forearm presses into right thigh. And we're going to float the left arm up to the sky. I'm modifying. This is my injured side. But the chest stays square to the front of your space for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying right here. Little circles with the top arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center. Pausing for a brief moment in the middle. Noticing left side of the body. Noticing right side of the body. All right. Left forearm presses into left thigh. Right arm floats up to the sky now. Chest stays square to the front of your space for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top arm circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming down, floating that arm down to the side of the body. Let's return to the other side one more time. Pressing right forearm into right thigh, and then floating that top left arm, but then fingertips come to the shoulder this time. So we're bending the elbow and we're doing circles with the elbow for 4, 3, 2, 1, going the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center, the arm floats down. Let's go ahead and press left forearm into left thigh. And then that top arm comes up. But now we're going to bend that elbow and it's going to circle forward. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll circle the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And that arm can come down, grabbing no weight or one weight in the, let's start with the right hand. No weight or one weight in the right hand. Left forearm can rest on thigh. We'll start with this arm straight down in the middle here. Inhale, sitting upright, bringing that elbow back like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale back. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, and now you're going to pump. Little pumps with that elbow for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to come to stillness now. The forearm is now perpendicular to the floor. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms straight and then slowly half rainbow arc coming down as you resist gravity. Slowly, slowly. Very nice. And then shake that side out. Transfer no weight or one weight into the left hand now. The arm goes straight like you're going to drop it on the earth, but you're not. Inhale. Exhale, pulling it back like a bow and arrow. Inhale. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it back. Little pumps with the elbow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stillness, forearm is perpendicular to the floor. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm stays straight. Half rainbow arc, resisting gravity down here on the left. Very nice. Shake it out. Shake out the arms. Any other wiggling, any area that makes you feel good. No weight or one weight in both hands. Let's take the palms facing outward towards your screen. We'll do exhale on the right. Oh, inhale as you open. Exhale on the left. Inhale as you open for 8, 7, don't rush it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Maybe you want to keep alternating, or maybe you want to do 2 together. You can choose for 8, 7, slow it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. The forearms now parallel the earth, halfway down, little pumps with those arms. 8. Upper arms are glued to the side ribs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly resist again, gravity. Don't just let it collapse. No weight, one weight, or two weights in the two hands now. We're going to start stirring our witch's cauldron here. Oh boy. Yeah. And see if you can just stay grounded from the waist down, grounding those sits bones into the seat of the chair. Let's do 4 more in this direction. And then going the other way, circling away. Big full breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming slowly out of it. Now it's nice to have a block handy. I'm putting mine on the tall setting here so that I have a place to grab. You're going to cross the right ankle over top of left thigh. Right ankle over top of left thigh. The top right foot stays flexed. All right. So you're going to take your right hand, start pulsing the soft part of the thigh with the hand. And as we pulse, we're pumping synovial fluid into the right hip. You're still sitting tall. You're still doing that LSD breath, long, slow, and deep, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Bringing that pulsing to stillness, the right forearm slips under the right calf. The two hands can rock the entire low leg, or you can rock your baby, if you want to name your baby. And if it could be side to side, it could be east to west, or you could circle that femur. That's what we're basically circling, the femur into the hip socket. And if you're circling, be sure you circle both ways. Nice and easy. Let's replace that ankle on top of the left thigh. Right ankle on top of left thigh. Top foot is flexed. Top foot is externally rotated. Float the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale. It's like you're stretching over a pile of something or other. Maybe the hands go to the earth. Mine don't. Maybe they go to the block. Maybe they don't. If they don't reach at all, then you can just grab your opposite elbows and just hang out here at the top with the leg. With that top foot externally rotated, you should feel it in the outer right hip. Now here, again, don't dangle the head. And maybe it's a static press, but maybe it's little micro movements, little wiggles here that might feel interesting. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then floating the torso upright, taking your time. I'll do this in a little bit in profile. The same right leg, right forearm behind the back of the right thigh. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, sitting tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Rebend. Float that leg down. Let's do a little shake of the legs. Before we go to the other side, just notice the right side of the body. How does it feel? And notice the left side of the body. How does it feel? Now, crossing left ankle over top of right thigh. Left ankle crossing over top of right thigh. The left hand will be pulsing that soft part of the thigh, pumping synovial fluid now into the left hip. You're still sitting tall. Very nice. And breathing. And then when that feels complete, you're going to take the left forearm, slip it under the left calf. Both hands can rock the other baby. And it could be east to west, side to side, or it could be circulating the knee in circles. Yes, we're circulating our knees. Let's go the other way. Wee! Big full breaths. Nice and easy. And then bringing that to stillness, replace that same ankle on top of the right thigh. The top left foot is flexed. The top left foot is externally rotated. You should feel it immediately in the left hip. Arms float up. Inhale. Exhale, going over, 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 over. Maybe the hands come to the earth. Maybe they don't. Maybe they come to the block. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Maybe this side feels different than the other side. So once more, you have a choice of static press, maybe little micro movements, little wiggles side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming to stillness, floating it back up, no rushing, unwinding the top leg. Left forearm comes behind the back of the left thigh. The foot is still flexed. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Rebend. Coming back down to earth. Bounce the feet a little bit. Shake them out. And then one more time, no weight or one weight in each hand. The palms will face down on the thighs. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll stay on the right for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Foot comes down. Pausing, noticing how you feel on that side, and then shifting over to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Weights can go bye-bye. You're still sitting more to the front of the chair than the back of the chair. You might want to hook the thumbs together, the fingers spread wide, press them right over your heart's chakra center here, or you can just stack the palms one on top of the other. And then you're going to ground the 4 corners of each foot. And it's going to be inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, at your own pace, 6, or as many as you can manage, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up again, and now we're going to hover, and you're not going to land. Little pumps here, little hovers. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, straighten the legs, arms come down. Wiggle anything that feels like it needs a wiggle. And then from here, you're just going to float up onto your toes, maybe, balancing on your tippy toes. Maybe one arm comes up. Maybe a second arm comes up. Breathing, focusing on a spot that doesn't move to help with balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then float it down slowly. Oh yeah, shake out the feet, shake out the legs, move the chair off to one side, the props off to one side. The blocks can go to the narrow end of the mat. We're going to go down onto the earth momentarily. Move the chair away. Woo. And then facing those blocks at the narrow end of your mat, Let's go ahead and do a few big swan dives forward. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Lifting and folding. 2 more. Lifting and folding. Last one. Lifting and folding. Let's stay here in this forward fold. Feet are directly under the hips. The toes point forward. Micro bend those knees left and right. Big full breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bringing the legs to stillness. Hands can come either to the mat or to low blocks. You're going to step back into your best version of downward facing dog. Body's in a triangle shape. Chest moving towards the tops of the thighs. Fingers are spread wide. And then bicycle pedal the heels. Wag your dog tail. Walk your dog for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees float down to earth, nice and slow. Getting there the best way you can. Big toes together, knees wide apart. Press into child pose. I'm placing my rolled towel behind my knees. More space to get the bum closer to the heels. Arms can stretch forward. Arms could be beside the legs, forehead to the mat. Doesn't come to the mat. Stacked palms. You could rest the forehead there. Stacked there. Or a low block. And then just rest there. You've got your head on the rock side to side, so you're actually massaging the forehead. That space between the two eyebrows. That's just allowing that body to melt in. And then coming to stillness. Side. Noticing what the body is saying. Thoughts arising. Thoughts passing away. Body now. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Noticing the pause at the top. Exhaling upper, middle, lower back, squeezing out all the air and noticing the pause at the bottom. Inhale, filling it, filling it, filling it. Noticing the pause at the top. Exhaling, upper, middle, lower back, squeezing out all the air. No. And exhale. And then slowly rising up out of your child's pose. Here you might wish to pad your knees. Being kind to your knees. Maybe they'll last a little longer if you're very kind to them, right? And then coming into neutral table, hips over knees, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, fingers spread wide. Let's tuck the 10 toes here. Just tuck them. A series of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, spread the sits bones wide. Exhale, arch and squeeze like a Halloween cat. Inhale as you drop. Exhale as you arch and squeeze. Big full breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale, returning to neutral. Toes are still tucked. Maybe you want to rock back and forth. Open up the bottoms of the feet. Maybe you want to sit on your heels. Or maybe you want to sit on blocks between the two lower legs. You can choose. Don't force anything. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral table. Untuck the toes. Now imagine you're a little dog, you've just had a bath, and you're just going to wiggle side to side, shaking it. So we're working on the horizontal meridians in the spine, opening it up, keeping it fluid and hydrated for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then slowly unwiggling back to stillness. Let's pound the tops of the feet so we get some more blood flow there in the tops of the feet for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly bringing that to stillness, finding your way to sitting mindfully, no rushing. Nice and easy. Big full breaths. And then clearing the way off of the mat. See if you have your weights available if you're using weights. Knees are bent, toes point forward, feet are hip distance apart, grabbing backs of thighs or the front of the shins. Inhale forward, exhale back and squeeze. Inhale forward, exhale back and squeeze. A few more like this, forward and back, forward and back. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Inhale and then exhale. You're going to roll that spine all the way down onto the earth. Laying that spine down like a string of pearls, draw the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. And maybe there's a little rock side to side so you can massage everything from the tailbone all the way up to the back of the head. Oh, yeah. Big full breaths, nice and easy. Oh, and let's bring that to stillness. Left hand on left knee, right hand on right knee. We're just going to start circling those knees. I'm doing them in opposition. Breathing, opening up the hip crease, which can get very irritated. Let's circle the other way. Nice and easy. And then bringing that to stillness. Either you could do this, I guess, with a strap around both feet, but if you can, reach the outside or the inside of each foot. We're going to go into a version of happy baby here. So the legs are still in parallel. Imagine you're pointing those bent knees towards your armpit. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs as you resist with your arms. Inhale, bend the knees towards your armpits. Exhale, stretch the legs as you resist with the hands or the strap. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Release the feet, remove the strap, just shake the leg out. The legs, just get rid of any tension. Nice and easy. And then take the arms in T position. The inner parts of the legs and the feet, imagine they're glued together. So you've got the palms face down on the earth. That'll give you some more traction. Inhale, drop the 2 legs off to the left, but you're going to stop before you flop over. So you're squeezing those abdominals. Exhale as you come back to center. Inhale, drop 2 legs to the right, squeeze abdominals. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathing. Let's do 2 more. Left and right. Last one, left and right. Very nice. Let's go back, rebend the knees. The feet go flat on the earth. You're going to grab one of your blocks if you have them. If you don't, the palms can go underneath the hips, hands underneath with the palms face down. So the knees are bent, the feet are pressing into the earth. Inhale, exhale, Lift the hips, slide the low block, low setting underneath the sacrum, which is the bony part of the low back. It's not up here by the kidneys. Okay, so extend one leg straight up to the sky. Second leg up to the sky. Woohoo! So now you're going to flex the feet, open the legs wide. Exhale, point and cross the legs in a scissor fashion. Opening, flexing, closing, pointing, and then opposite leg in front and back as you cross the legs. Nice and gentle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's keep it open for just a bit. Flex the feet, point the toes, flexing and pointing for 4, 3, 2, spread the toes wide. 1, circle the ankles. 4, 3, 2, 1, reversing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs come together. Now we're going to do the 2 together. You're going to inhale, drop, and hover. You're not going to land it. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, drop, and hover. Exhale, lift and squeeze. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then we bend both knees and then place one foot mindfully on the earth. Second foot mindfully on the earth. Press the feet into the earth as you lift the hips up. Move that block away and placing the spine back down on the mat like a string of pearls. Knees come into the chest very mindfully. No forcing or jerking. And then little rocks side to side might feel delicious. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs 45 degrees on the earth, finding your best version of Shavasana, whether flat on the earth, on the back, knees bent, feet distance apart, mat width apart rather, and then knocking the knees together is option 2. Option 3 would be rolling on your side, stacking hips and legs. Or perhaps option 4, leg up the wall. Option 5, in a chair. Feet flat, palms resting on the thighs, sitting tall. And then once you've organized the arms and the legs, just doing a gentle scan of the body, noticing any residual tension that might remain and breathing into those areas. Eyes drop closed. And imagine a white circle of light starting in both the feet, enveloping the feet, moving up the body into the legs, into the hips and pelvis, both sides, left and right. And then moving into the torso, into the arms, into the shoulders, into the neck and throat, and finally enveloping the head. Deep relaxation envelops the entire body, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases, the face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though that white circle of healing light permeates every cell in the body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And here's a very brief quote from Pema Chodron. from her book, Living Beautifully with Uncertainty and Change. There is nothing we can see or hear that isn't a manifestation of enlightened energy, that isn't a doorway to sacred world. This is the view we commit to when we vow to embrace the world just as it is. We vow to appreciate ourselves and our world. We vow to turn toward and never turn away. If you'd like to remain here in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to remain right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. And then drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug. And then rolling onto one side and pausing there for just a few breaths. Tuning back into that breath. And then keeping the eyes closed. Pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated posture. Rooting the sits bones down into the earth, drawing the crown of the head up into the sky. Scanning the body for the effects of the practice and thanking the body for all it does all day, every day. And bringing to mind one thing for which you are grateful. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May you know peace. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.